got hooked on that line right when I found that hook on Dream Deceiver. We were just messing around in the studio, and I was just jumped on the mic and just mumbling some words, and then I yelled at that Dream Deceiver part I found. He's like, "Oh, right there, hold on," you know, and he was stuck on that part like from the get-go. So, you know, that one, you know, I knew from that part, I put it in the back burner to like one of the last songs, you know, because it was going to be kind of written at, you know, it was one of them songs that writes itself almost.
Right.
Awesome. Well, Kyle, do you have a photo that you want him to sign there? Can you hold up the two options again, Chuck? Two different live shots there.
Let's do the one on top.
All right. Is that Kyle?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Right there, brother.
That is awesome. Thank you, Chuck.
Right on.
Awesome. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it. And thank you, Kyle. Hope you
Hey, Kyle, we'll see you in Nashville. Hopefully next time we come through, man.
I can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Right on, brother.
All right, Harry, who we got next?
All right, Wes, you're up, bud.
Chuck, how's it going, man?
What's happening?
Are you in Pismo right now?
I am.
Oh, dude, that's my hood. That's my hood. That's where I grew up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we're actually waiting to get into our parking spot. So we actually pulled up on the Villa Beach, right on the beach, just parked up and just sitting there. It's like, man, this is a perfect place to do it today. So.
Dude, I love that place, man. Actually, I don't know if you've been to Arroyo Grande. It's like right around the corner.
No, I haven't.
Oh, so it's like Pismo, and then there's Grover Beach, and then we call it.
I've been to Grover. Yeah, I went to Grover Beach. Yeah, I've been there. Yep. We brought our Jeeps and everything, so we're gonna ride the dunes and Jeeps this week.
Sweet. I was talking to my wife last night. I'm like, this is weird, man. I'm doing this thing tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna be sitting in Pismo.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I'm just a huge fan, dude. First time I saw you, I was 17 and about 150 pounds, and now I'm 50 and 250.
Cheers. Right on.
I think it was Reseda Country Club on practice on the
Holy shit. Reseda, man, that you go way back, man. It had to be like either Metal Church or XL or somebody suicidal on the bills, probably.
I think it was Annihilator, dude.
Annihilator, holy shit.
And maybe Mordred.
Wow.
Something like that. And then I've seen you, dude. You're in that group of like basically Slayer and AC/DC, where I can't remember how many shows I've been to. I know I saw you. I hung out with you at the bar at the Foundation's Forum in '94, I think.
Man, those were good, man. I enjoyed those Foundations things. I think we really tuned our acoustic abilities. We're changing a lot of those fast thrash songs into acoustic songs because they weren't ready for loud amps, I guess, back then.
and then I hung out with you in the remember the Underground in Santa Barbara? It's like it was a pretty small place, man.
Santa Barbara, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember who you were playing with. I mean, you guys were headlining, but anyways, man, it's been a billion shows. Last time I saw you was right before everything, not too long before everything got shut down. That was at White River up there in Ridgefield.
Right. Yeah, it sucks because right when this whole thing shut down, we were on tour with Exodus and Death Angel. Bay Strikes Back tour. We were killing it in Europe, man. We were like, man, the tour. Well, that was the plan. We wanted to go over to Europe, start the tour, get all the bugs out, and come back to America and hit it. So that fell through. We were supposed to come back and start in April. That fell apart, but that's going to be coming back sometime this year or next year as it's looking. But you know, we're talking. I know a lot of bands do virtual shows, but I don't know if we're. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's shot videos before, but a virtual show would be feeling kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see if that happens.
I was gonna say that lineup, dude. It was kind of. I was so fortunate. It was probably my favorite show of all time. Unfortunately, you only did like 3 songs because you were going through the cancer. But I was at the Thrash of the Titans, dude. And that, when all those guys came back together for that gig, man, that was just the most epic show.
Yeah, I was just actually on a podcast earlier with Ted from Death Angel, and we were just talking about that. It's coming up on 20 years, you know, the anniversary in August. And we were just talking about how a lot of those Bay Area bands from Exodus, Death Angel, Forbidden, and Heathen, and even Testament for that matter, all kind of reunited at that event. And we were kind of saying, man, it's a shame that we did record it audio wise and video wise, but it somehow got lost in the mix and stolen. That the world didn't get to see it. All them bands and Anthrax played, SOD played. Billy Milano was the MC. It was off the charts. I mean, it was so cool because all those bands that got this Death Angel and them, the Bay Area hadn't seen those bands play in a long time. So when that show happened and everybody kind of put their things behind them and got together and performed, it was like magic, man. All the bands were like spot on. It was just like, it was
dude, it was magic, man. It was thrash heaven, dude. That's all I gotta tell you. I was like, oh my God, not only was I going to support you and Chuck, the other Chuck, but I mean, that lineup was just like, I was like, oh my God, because I'm pretty much a Bay Area thrash dude, even though I was where you're at now is right down the road.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. That was a hell of a show and a hell of a thing to happen. You know, me and Ted were also talking about it, you know. Yeah, I went through some shit, but sometimes you got to get through shit to get to the other side. So what came out, especially for my band, you know, I mean, I had a whole new Testament life from that point after I beat cancer and we had a reunion with all the original guys. I think that's what really kind of like put everything in motion. Once we had that reunion, it really kind of like set us at ease as musicians and just friends and band members. And you know, here we are. Alex is still here with us all these years later, and we've kind of been writing like I think the last 4 records when Alex started writing with us, you know, have been really good, really strong. You know, so it's just, where the band's out today, especially touring, writing, we're in like the best place ever, you know. And you know, if shit were to end tomorrow, I would be like, you know what, it was killer, it had a great run, but I don't see that happening. Like, I see us, you know, still going. I know right now because of the pandemic, we had a record pop out in April, and Eric's already writing new music, you know. So we'll see what happens. You know, hopefully he's got a whole record ready. That'd be awesome.
Hopefully, I'll be waiting. That's awesome, dude. I just appreciate you guys, man. It's been awesome following you all these years.
Kick ass, man. Right on.
There. You got a photo you want him to sign there? One of the 2?
Which one? Big head or little head?
Oh, there you go. Now I can see. I'll go little head. I like the frame of the.
Yeah, it's got the Brotherhood of the Snake on it in there.
I like it.
What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Wes. W-E-S.
Wes.
Hey, thanks again, Wes, too. I appreciate all your Headbanger support.
Yeah, no worries, dude. I got to get over there. Like I was telling you, I got to get over to that shop.
I know, man, right?
I've just been kind of waiting for this whole thing to get over.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Thanks, Chuck.
Right on, Wes. Man, I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Hey, man, thanks a lot. Hopefully we'll see you at a show once the world starts moving again, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I hope so. Hopefully this year, man, this summer, hopefully.
I don't think so, but, you know, we were supposed to play the Aftershock in Sacramento, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but
Wow.
yeah.
2022 then?
What's that?
2022 then it's looking like?
That's what it's looking like. So in the meantime, yeah, like we got plenty of time to write another record. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I like that.
Way to look at it. Awesome. Well, Harry, who do we got next?
All right. Thanks, Wes. John,
Later,
you're up
Wes.
next.
See it.
What's up, Chuck?
What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
My screen doesn't change, so I can't see who's on. So hold on and see which way it goes there. Oh, there you go. What's happening?
How's it going? I actually
All
had
right.
I actually had tickets to see you in March of 2020, and right before the shit hit. So I was so
Yeah, that was
pissed.
the Black Dahlia murder tour, right?
Yeah, right at El Corazon in Seattle. I was supposed to see you. I was pissed.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, yeah, we had a whole 2 years laid out of dates for us with the
Yeah.
new record coming out. You know, I mean, we were in that position where we were like, you know, they're asking us, should we hit the brakes on the release? But we were like, shit, why not give people something to listen to while we're stuck somewhere? So we,
Yeah.
you know, we delivered the record, but you know,
Hey, worth it. That record's freaking awesome. Probably,
thank you.
like the other guy said, it's one of the best metal albums of the year. It's hands down.
I appreciate that.
You're keeping
Appreciate
thrash,
it.
you're keeping thrash alive, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're keeping definitely our style of what we were raised with and love. You know, I think it's kind of, you know, I it's not that old school 80s thrash, but you know, we've evolved to what we are today, I think. And you know, I think for doing it, I don't know, 30 plus years, trying to keep holding that up, you know, I feel pretty proud of what we've done.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all awesome. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Testament, Exodus, Death Angel. You got to throw Overkill on there too. Give them some love.
We offered to them. We
Yeah.
asked them, they wanted to join us. So, you know, bug Bobby when you know.
Yeah. Blitz, yeah, he's Blitz.
Yeah. But you know, it'd be great. I mean, more the merrier. That's when we first started talking about it. It's like, let's put the monster package together, and
Yeah.
you know, and then it just ended up coming down to the Bay Area, 3 bands, and then so, you know, but the success we had across Europe, man, all the bands were like firing on all cylinders. I mean, it was a good package, good shows.
Yeah.
We're excited to get it all here now. And here Exodus is, you know, they're getting their record mix, so they'll have a new product by then. So
Nice.
we'll all be ready to go.
Yeah, and I just have to bow to one of the greatest thrash singers of all time, hands down. Hall of Fame.
Right on, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. You know,
You're a killer, dude. I mean, you give
Thank
me
you.
you give me through some hard days. I just throw on some Testament. It's all good.
right on. Which record you lean towards?
Oh shit. God, I gotta pick one. Well, the new one's killer, but oh God, it's hard. Your first 4.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's a shame though, is that like we just got the rights back for the Legacy, and we can't can't track down the master recordings because we wanted to like remix. You know, I think that record would, if we had that record sounding like today's mixes, man, that would sound killer.
Yeah.
I think we do have the new order. So for the next 4 years, we get back all our music. So
Yeah.
the next in line would be the new order, and we do have that. So hopefully we'll be remixing that thing eventually here.
Nice. I'd like to
Putting that out.
oh,
What about
Yeah,
the
'cause
ritual?
those first 3 records to me kind of, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just recording and then just watching the engineer like, well, wow, what's he doing? You know, and looking back, you know, they're just really small and the guitars are just really sizzly to me. And just, I remember seeing now how we did it. I'm like, wow, that was kind of crazy the way we recorded that.
yeah.
So I really wanted to remix it like for a long time. So you know, in next couple of years, hopefully those other records will be ready to go.
Yeah, the Formation album too is, I mean, way up there. Afterlife, I can just hit replay. I just keep playing it. So good.
That was definitely our first like with Alex joining back in and contributing to a record and playing on it. I thought that was a really good record with him. I wasn't sure where it was going to go, but we pretty much stick with me and Eric, you know, writing the songs and then showing the guys and then incorporating Alex. I noticed now, like listening back, because that was Alex's first recording with us back. He was still a little jazzy, I think, on the recording a little bit, you know, and I think over the process of a few records, he's gotten definitely a little more metal.
Yeah. But that hard hit right at the beginning, bam, those guitars just coming in. Wow. Yeah. That set the tone for us, I think, because I felt I was pretty fortunate to get back in the band, you know, after the cancer thing, and you know, that being the first product out again, and it was like, wow, okay, this is killer, you know.
Well, John, what photo do you want signed there, bud?
Probably the full, not just the little head.
Little head. What is it, John?
John, Jon.
Jon.
Yep.
John has been to every Headbangers Con so far to date. He is amazing.
Yeah, check out that.
I mean, look at that shirt he's got on. That's a sexy fucking shirt, dude.
Hey, support this shit, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Metal for fucking ever.
Right. See, I'm like that with the Ritual, dude. I can just hit that on repeat over and over and over and just draw a tattoo to it all day long.
I haven't listened to that record for so long, but you know, that was a controversial record for us a little bit. For me, I guess, you know.
It's killer.
You know,
man.
I'm sure if I went back and listened to it now, I'd be like, okay, you know, I'd have to go back and listen to it, because I think we knew that we're winding down our lineup kind of at that record. So it was weird. Right on.
Right on.
Right on, John.
That looks so good.
Awesome. Thanks, John. Well, who's next there, Harry?
All right, we've got another big Headbanger supporter, Peter Wilson. You're up next.
Chuck, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's happening, Peter?
No, I was just watching the live stream with Ted. I could have listened to you guys talk for hours upon hours. I was upset it had to end for this.
You know, I almost screwed it up. I committed to this a long ago, and then Ted got me. I kept putting them off, and then I booked this time, and then I almost squashed each other. So I was like, good, I did think I did it.
That's the way it goes. But I actually had two things to ask, and you've already answered them. So now I'm kind of stuck. You know, you guys were talking about the Thrash of Titans concert and how big it was and how awesome it would be to get that out for all of us. And it's kind of, heaven knows, depressing. We won't get to hear some professional recording of it.
You know, there's a guy that's got all those tapes, and nobody knows where he's at, and another person has all the footage. And probably does know where that guy's at, but you know, he's not giving it up. So I mean, it's a shame, but it was, you know, the way I look at it, what came out of that, I guess, you know, that's what matters at the end of the day. All the good music and the bands putting aside their differences and whatever was going on in their personal lives with each other, and moved forward and gave the world some killer music, you know.
Absolutely. Having you guys and Death Angel as well kind of reform somewhat from that, and the just legendary albums you guys have thrown at us since then is just priceless.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. The other part obviously was the tour you guys just went on with Exodus and Death Angel. I know you were in Europe. I was going to ask if you were going to come on over here, because that is a 30-year dream fest for me to see that.
Yeah, we've been planning that around the world. I mean, once we started Europe, it was a matter of when is Exodus going to have the new record. That's kind of when we were kind of like holding up. That's why we like had the Black Dahlia murder lined up first, because we were kind of let's give Exodus some more time, and then pandemic hit. So now, you know, now they have plenty of time. So
Sure.
they'll have a new record, and shit, we might even have another one the way if Eric starts writing. He said he's in the mood. So let's see what happens. You know, I don't see us going anywhere this year. So
We'll see. I mean, I'm, as Chris will tell you, the guys, I'm a extreme metalhead. I go to about 50 concerts a year, and there's still probably 10 concerts that I already have tickets with for the rest of this year. I got an email from Disturbed a couple days ago saying they're not canceling, and they're in July here. So we'll see.
Really?
Hopefully this gets going quicker than we all anticipate.
where are they playing? Because I got to ask my agent about that.
They're
July,
playing. I'm in West Palm in Florida. They're doing a run with let's see here, Stained, and they literally just sent out an email saying, "Hey, we're still on." So we'll see. I with the vaccine the way it's going, there's a chance we can all cross our fingers and hope it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still on for October Aftershock, but I don't think so. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, to show you, I have, let's see here, today's the 6th. I have tickets on the 27th to see Sepultura and Sacred Reich at a little small club here, and they still haven't canceled that. So we'll see.
We'll see. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Anyways,
hopefully it happens, because that'll be a good sign of things to come then, hopefully.
absolutely. We need to get you guys on the road and making a living and melting our faces.
I hear you, brother.
Anyway, Trey, like I said, you'd already answered the stuff I had in my mind to question. I'll relinquish the floor to someone else that has something they want to talk to you about.
Which one do you want, a big head or little head?
I like the little head too. That's a pretty damn good picture, buddy.
All righty. I'm
Just
sorry,
so-
the name again, Peter.
Peter.
Just so you guys know too, I mean, we don't just support the musicians here. The photographers are also out of work, the guys who shoot all the metal shows. And you know, I kicked them down some money to use these pictures just because I want to support them. And we got a couple in particular, Mike Savoya and Neil Sang, that know all these guys and stuff. So we try and get theirs too.
Right on, Peter. There you go,
No,
brother.
thank you, Chuck. Thank you for taking time out of your day for us.
Hell yeah. Right on, man.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks for all your support too, buddy. We appreciate it.
You got it. Can't wait.
All right, Harry, who's next?
All right. Next up is another person that's got a bunch of sessions here today. Jessie and her cat. You're up.
Hello, this is Ludo.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm really excited you're doing this. I just wanted to thank you personally from me for doing this because it's keeping us metalheads excited, and with no concerts, it's just been really tough. You actually answered a couple of my questions too, but I do have one. You were on Mark Morton's album.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. So I was curious if there's any thoughts of featuring on any other albums or any other work with Mark, possibly.
Well, I asked Mark to be on my record. I'm thinking of writing a solo record.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've been in the slowly gathering players, guitar players, a different guitar player for every song. So me and Mark are going to write a song for my record. And
That's
sure
really
it'll be-
sick.
I'm
That's
sure it'll be
awesome.
kick ass. So
Yeah.
got a few other guys, going to be writing. So that's no rush for that. So it's just something to have fun with some friends,
Yeah, it was really awesome that that album actually opened me up to other music because I'm just like a strictly metalhead. So listening to Mark's full album, it gave me a taste of different music, and I really enjoyed this album. I was really excited you were on it too.
It's a good record, really good record. And I worked with Mark on some other stuff
did the Lamb of God. So when I worked with him on that, it was different, and I liked where he was going, because I definitely didn't want to be Lamb of God on it. So I liked what he did and had for me to like do. He pretty much had the whole vision of what he wanted me to, how to sing on it, and so it was good.
It was awesome. It was great. So you did answer my other question too. I was going to ask if there's any works of another album, or what you're really looking forward to playing live again. Like, what song are you really looking forward to playing live when it starts again?
It's the new record, because when we were on the Bass Strikes Back, we were playing like 2 new songs off the new record, and it wasn't out yet. And usually when you play a record, you play like 2 songs for a whole tour cycle. We were like, man, I was ready to play like 6 or 7 songs. That's how fun the new record songs are live. They're just come across better than the record. I don't know, it's something about it. But we were really having fun playing those songs, because one of the songs we didn't start playing until the end of the tour, because we had a promotion going on with it. But we were practicing, like going, man, I can't wait to play that song. And once we started playing, it's like, man, I can't wait to play another new song. And we got cut off because we had the whole, like I said, 2 years of tours booked. So
Yeah.
I missed that. We were just like getting in the motions of those songs. And now it's like, feels like I got to start all over again. But that kind of sucks. But I just look forward to getting out there and getting out of the house. I mean, being stuck at home for so long kind of drive you mental, a little bit. So just getting away and going and doing the normal thing, because we've been doing it for so long. When we go to Europe every summer, we go over and we see a lot of other bands that we don't see normally on tour. That's where we kind of hook up, and like it's the festival circuit over there. So that's what I miss a lot, is just seeing a lot of my other friends that I don't ever get to see because we don't tour together at those kind of shows. So now it's gonna be 2 years by the time I get over to Europe next summer and see them. So I miss that a lot. That's
Yeah.
Story picture, just when you see them.
It's been tough. It's been really hard. Like I think the most I've ever gone to is 21 concerts in 1 year, and it's been a tough year. It's been all I ever look forward to, and what you guys are doing helps a lot and keeps a lot of us metalheads happy.
Yeah, it's I know a lot of bands are doing the live streams and stuff.
Yeah, the live streams, I've watched a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, we've been asked to do some. I think we're gonna do one. I want to be real creative and make it just something cool that I just don't want to play on a Zoom in the bedroom or something. I don't know. I just don't want to do that.
I get
I don't
that.
know. I know Alex does a lot of that. And I thought, okay, let Alex keep playing that. We're going to plan something, because we thought we'd get to tour this summer, but it's not looking that way. So now we have to really start thinking about what if, we'd have to do something. And I was thinking at least playing the new record all the way through live somewhere, maybe in the studio, and retrack it, and maybe, something, I don't know. We're still thinking about what we'd do, but I'd love to perform all the new record live, and have something like that. That'd be interesting, I think.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Thanks, Jesse. We appreciate you and your fluffy, awesome cat.
Big head, little head.
I'm gonna go with big head.
Big head. All right.
Big head. First one with the big head. I like it.
Big head. And it's how do you spell it?
Jessie.
I'm sorry, you broke up there.
Oh, it's Jessie, Jessie.
Okay.
No sugar.
And thank you again so much for doing this. This is fucking awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. No problem, man. I'm just kicking it on the beach today. I'm like I get a week's vacation out of the house finally.
Oh yeah, it's tough. I'm always home.
Cool. Right on, Jesse.
All right. Thank you so much. It's awesome.
Maybe we'll see you in 2022, probably on tour.
Oh, I hope so.
All
I always
right.
get floor tickets, so that's sick.
All right.
Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it. Who we got next there, Harry?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We've got Joe. Joe, you're up next.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
What's up, Joey?
Hey, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. You know, down at Pismo Beach, chilling, about to start a vacation for a week.
Nice. Can't ask for more than that.
The sun's out, man. It's a killer day out. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Nice,
What's
man.
going on, man?
Not much. I just wanted to say, like everyone else, thank you so much for doing this. This is an awesome experience to have with no concerts, nothing to really look forward to. Everyone's being stuck at home. So this is really a big morale booster in this shitty time that we're all going through. So just thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut. So where do we play in Connecticut? We probably don't go to Connecticut very often, do we?
Yeah, there aren't really many big venues here that you guys come through. I usually go up to Massachusetts or New York or something. Last time I saw you guys was on the Slayer tour in Albany, New York.
At the Chance? Or no?
It was Times Union Center, it was.
Okay, different place. All right.
Yeah, that was an awesome show. That was fucking incredible. I love every time I see you guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, those are always good shows. It's definitely a different feeling playing East Coast, you know, back there.
Yeah.
You know, the hot sweaty clubs. Definitely.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you, with all this downtime, no one's touring and anything, a lot of great new albums that have come out since this whole pandemic hit. Obviously, we had your incredible new album last year, and another top for me was Lamb of God's new album. So I wanted to ask you, what was it like recording the song Roots with them, and how did that kind of compare to what you do with Testament?
It was great. Randy approached me, you know, I mean, me and Randy have been communicating about Standing Rock, and you know, and we have a mutual friend actually that lives there, and told me about their experience while they were there. And you know, it was pretty moving experience, pretty heavy experience for them. And Randy called me and he says, "Hey man, you know, I wrote this song and you know, it's about my experience, and I wrote this chorus part and I wanted to get a Native American to sing this part." And first thing I thought was, wait a minute, I know one, you know, we call Chuck. So he called me right up and asked me, and of course, you know, hell yeah, I'll do it, you know, and sent me over the lyrics and the part, and killer song, killer message. And, you know, yeah, I mean, I'd be there for him, whatever he needed.
Yeah, that's really awesome, man. It's just really cool how you guys came together and wrote a song to kind of bring attention to that issue, you know, because unless you really follow Randy's posts on Instagram and read about it, or, you know, that didn't get major news headlines or anything like that. So it's cool that that kind of raised awareness and kind of brought it to people's attention who otherwise wouldn't even know about it.
No, that's right. I mean, I think Randy, a lot of what Randy's lyrics and words and books is all about messages, you know. It's
yeah,
he's pretty outspoken, so
it's just really cool that stuff like that can connect people and kind of, you know, help out in different ways in different areas of life. That's one of my favorite things about music, why I love connecting through concerts and with events like this with my favorite artists. It's just such an awesome way for people all around the world and all different kinds of people to connect over something they love.
yeah, I mean, these are cool. It's a shame that it takes something like a COVID or pandemic to do these, but
yeah, that does suck.
These are pretty cool to do more often, you know, especially connecting with fans, you know, for sure.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Even though, you know, there's no concerts or anything and COVID took away so much from all the shit that we enjoy, it's cool that bands have done unique live streams where they play a full album or, you know, things like that. So there are some positives that came out of it, although wouldn't trade in for everything we had to give up, but there are some things to look forward to, which is a good thing.
Yeah, sorry, my dogs are going crazy.
That's all right. So just again, man, thank you for taking the time to talk to all of us. This is just a really awesome experience. I'm glad I got this opportunity to talk to you.
Right on, man. And hopefully, well, I don't think we'll be probably passing through Connecticut too often, so maybe we'll see you in Albany.
Hey, Anywhere in the East Coast, man. I'm always willing to make the trip.
Right on. Were you the big head or little head?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the big head. I like that one.
All right. Joe, right?
Yeah, Joe.
All right.
Thanks, Joe. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you everyone at Headbangers Con for putting this on. This is awesome.
Yeah, you bet.
Absolutely. Our pleasure.
Cool. Right on, Joe. There it is, buddy.
Thank you so much. That's awesome, man.
Right on, man. We'll see you out on the road again when we get going again.
As soon as possible, man. I can't wait.
We're ready, though. We're ready.
Hey, we're ready too. I'm ready.
Right on, man.
All right, thank you, man. Have a good one.
You
Thanks,
too.
Joe. Yeah, what you guys don't know is we have Chuck and all these guys sign them to the whole staff right after we're done with you too. We want the same thing you do, man. We're all a bunch of fans here. All right, Harry, who do we do next?
All right, Manny, you're up. Welcome back.
What's up, Chuck?
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing?
All right, all right.
So everyone here's been talking about the Bay Area Strikes Back tour. I was lucky enough. I was in Paris on the 1st of March to see you guys. Traveled all the way across the world for that. It was secondarily, I took my partner on a trip to Paris for our anniversary, but it was primarily to go see the show. So she doesn't know that, but you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I know it's raining like hell. I remember that Paris show that day.
It was
Yeah.
the weather really sucked, but the show was awesome. It was my last show before, you know, the shit hit the fan, and you know, you couldn't ask for a better show to see as your last show before all hell goes loose.
Right. Well, I love all the art you do, man. It's awesome.
Hey,
Sure.
thanks, man.
Carving my head up.
I got your head up behind me here. So yeah. So you know, you're talking about virtual shows and things like that. You know, there's a cool 50th, well, cool in a depressing kind of way, cool 50th anniversary coming up this summer in the Bay, where the federal government removed the last of the Native Americans from the rock. I'm wondering if you guys thought about, you know, doing a virtual show if you're not out on the road, maybe something to bring light to that whole, you know, year and a half long stance of the
That'd be
Native
interesting. That's a good thing to stand up for. That's a good idea. Really good, actually.
Yeah, I really think those kinds of pieces of our history need to really be remembered.
I just think the Rock isn't having any more performances, though. That'd be a tough one to make happen, because I know when we got to go out there and film some stuff for MTV, and right after we were done, I know Metallica even wanted to go do it, and Metallica couldn't get out there, and that's Metallica, so I'm like, oh, they must have shut it down now. If Metallica can't get out there,
right,
might be shut down. So I don't know.
Well, you know, you don't need to do it on the Rock. Just doing it from home would be, you know.
Oh, I'd love to do it on the Rock. That'd be awesome, right?
That would be awesome. Yeah, love the new album. Love it. You know, I think you guys have gotten progressively tighter and tighter with the last 3 or 4 albums. I mean, there's nothing in your catalog that isn't listenable beyond doubt, but you know, this last album has really got some really creative shit on it.
It's just different. I think as I was explaining to the guys earlier, it's just the writing process. You know, I really let Eric run with the music, and I don't always get it. You know, from when I get a riff, first I'll hit it and go, that's kind of weak, you know, and then because I don't hear what I'm doing. I just don't hear it as a whole as much as he does. So when those songs at the end, when I look back and go, man, I didn't like that song. Which song was it? There was one song that was real ballady, and I fought it to the end, and finally it was like one that really stood out. You know, yeah, it's just sometimes that's the way it works out.
Yeah, it'd be nice when everyone's back out on the road and you guys can play that shit live again. I want to see that. I want to see that tour in the States. I live in kind of.
It will be.
Yeah,
it will be. You know, I know our agent. They're talking about doing it. It's just especially now that Exodus will have a record, Death Angel had a new record. Shit, we might even have another one. Who knows by then? But or at least some new songs. So, but I know we're ready for it. I know the world's ready for it. So that's going to be a kick-ass tour. And we're touring with our friends. And all the crews. So it's a big family. There's no egos, no attitudes, just good time, good fun, and everybody's got each other's back. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and if you do it, you and Steve got to bring some DDP on the stage and one song.
We'll see.
Awesome. Well, thank Manny. Which photo do you want? Big head or little head?
Big head, little head.
Little head. Give me little head.
All right.
We've done a couple big heads, so.
All right.
Thanks, Manny. I appreciate you, man.
You bet.
And then we're gonna go to Chris next with the Awesome Testament shirt on.
Thanks, Chuck.
Cool. Right on, Manny.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Thanks, Manny. You're up, Chris. Go ahead, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Hey, Chuck, how's it going, man?
What's happening? Nice shirt.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to echo everyone that just says thank you so much for taking time to talk with us. I know you always take time. I've talked to you a handful of times in the past 30 years. I'm based here in Minneapolis, so I caught you at First Avenue several times here in Minneapolis. Oh, yeah. And that was, I have just a quick story and then a couple questions. So the story, many years ago at First Avenue, I remember, I'm right up against the stage and you played a cover. You guys did Refuse Resist by Sepultura. And I remember I thought First Avenue, I thought the ceiling was going to come down. It was so loud and so powerful. And it was just beyond life. It was so heavy. You guys are just so heavy. But
we were just screwing around because I was like, wait, that was never in the set. So Eric must have just went into it, huh?
Yeah, it was so great. Yeah. But yeah, I've been a fan for 30 plus years. I love everything that you do. And I want to thank you for all the music that you've given us. So thank you so much,
appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Where are you from?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Yep.
Where do we play there last? What was that name of that venue? It was a good room that we did last time in there. No, it wasn't First Avenue. It was a different one. We didn't play First Ave last time.
Yeah, there's a couple small ones. Maybe it was the Myth. Does that ring a bell? It was the Myth.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. And I got tickets. I got tickets for the next time you're here. You were supposed to play last May, and again that was delayed. So I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, that was going to be a good tour at Black Dahlia. That would be a good tour, but the Exodus Death Angel tour was that's going to be a really good package. So hopefully, I'm probably talking ahead of myself. My agent's probably going to go, "What are you talking about?" I don't care. It's got to happen. It just has to happen. So
that's awesome. And just a really quick question, like in addition to being one of the best metal vocalists of all time, you are also like an awesome businessman, an entrepreneur, and you have your line of signature vapes. You have a management company. I'm just curious, what else you got cooking now? Like, you got anything new? Any projects you're working on other than your own record?
Well, I got my own record. We got our Testament Coffee.
Awesome.
And actually, I started a real estate investment company. So I'm buying houses and flipping houses and buying and holding houses and wholesaling houses, and so I've been investing in real estate pretty good now for 2 years. I just bought a house Friday in Discovery Bay, and I'm going to turn it around in about 8 weeks.
That's really great. I know I've seen you on social, and I think you were at a couple real estate conferences and conventions and stuff in the past. And if you ever want to partner in Minneapolis, I own 8 properties here, so let me know.
All right, hey, reach out to me. I'm out there on my social networking with like I shop. I look for houses in Georgia, Florida, Texas, Arizona, and California.
That's awesome.
So,
That's
you know,
awesome.
some of the other states I don't venture out too much into, but you know, you never
I
know.
I wish you the best of luck. It's super fun. Once you start buying properties, you just can't stop.
Oh, I know. Well, I've always enjoyed working in flipping houses, doing that stuff. So it was just something that I really like doing. Me and my wife, you know, design a house or whatever. So it was kind of a next step, but I took it a little further by, you know, doing wholesaling and, you know, a bunch of other stuff with real estate, just creatively. You know, I've been in this mentorship, you know, doing creative finance. So I've been like,
That's awesome.
doing these masterminds with like guys that that's all they do. And so we team up and invest together and find deals. And it's been cool.
I love
man.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. That's great. It's awesome to hear, man. One last story that was just super funny was the last time I saw you was on the Mega Cruise. I saw both sets on the Mega Cruise, and I remember you were on stage and you mentioned something about how as we were getting on the cruise ship, they had, you know, dogs and, you know, sniffing out people. You couldn't really bring anything on with regard to, you know, some substances, let's just say.
Right.
But I remember you mentioned that on stage, and I just remember so many people in the crowd were throwing weed up on the stage.
I was happy.
It was so great. Anyway,
I was in a panic because everybody else had weed, and I'm like, I didn't bring any. I thought I was gonna get busted. Everybody's like, fuck, I got it. I got it on. Like, we'll share the wealth, you know.
That's awesome. Well, again, thanks everything. Thanks so much, Truck. Will you sign the picture for me?
Yeah, which one?
Let's do the wide shot. That's the small head.
Okay.
And you just
Right
say
on.
to Chris,
All right.
CHRIS, and then can you write COTLOD, Catlod, Curse of the Legions of Death.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Chuck. It's been a pleasure, man.
Hey man, right on, Chris.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Kick
Thanks,
ass.
Chris, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right,
Later.
let's jump over to Jim real fast here, Harry.
All right, Jam, you're on, man. Got to unmute, buddy. There you go.
All right, sorry. First thing, Chris, thank you for letting me on the show again.
Of
And thank you
course.
for believing in me, dude. Thank you.
Of course, buddy. You rule.
Thank you.
Wait. Let me just stop for a sec, Jam Man. I got to introduce you, okay? So,
Okay.
who, for all of you that don't know Jam Man, he's, what are you now, 10?
Yeah, no, I'm still 9. Only 1 month left.
Still 9. So he's 9 3/4, everybody. And this guy interviews metalheads like Chuck. He actually helped me get Jack Russell from Great White, who we did last night. And he interviews metalheads and has his own website and everything. This kid is legit, dude. Like, so follow him when you're done. Jam Man, you'll have to give your website out for people to follow you. He does great interviews of people. This kid's got huge balls for a kid to talk to people. So take it away, Jam Man.
First, thank you, Chuck, for taking the time to speak with me.
Oh yeah. How are you?
You know how serious COVID is, being one of the first rock stars to test positive. With that being said, would you be willing to tour Texas and Mississippi, knowing that they are full?
I probably won't be touring
Capacity.
anywhere.
Full capacity and no mask, even though they are full capacity and no mask.
I probably wouldn't do that yet. I mean, I'd feel a little safer once I got a vaccine, I think. Maybe a little more people get vaccines. But, you know, I don't need to jump in there, and I don't know about full capacities yet. I mean, I just think until it's really under control with more vaccines, you know, it's a little bit safer. I mean, we're not safe from everything, but I would wait till the vaccine's out. I think probably most of the band members feel the same way.
Did your bout with COVID have any long-term effects on your body or singing at all?
I haven't toured, so I don't know about singing, but I know, definitely because I did feel like, less breath and wind, from it. There's still some after effects, still like dry skin and a little bit of cough still, but I'm all better, but yeah, that's about it.
Not only did you cover affect your health, it also affected your career. Do you regret releasing Titans of Creation at the beginning of the lockdown?
I don't regret it. No, I mean, it was, it could have been a business decision, but we decided that it was, I think we already started our campaign in motion. We didn't want to stop it. And we felt also like, hey man, people are going to be locked down. Let's continue, give them something new to listen to, maybe to take their mind off of that. But no regrets, that's for sure.
Have you written a new music during this time and would release a new album before being able to tour again? Have you?
No, we haven't. But Eric, I know last time I talked to Eric, he's writing some music. I don't know, I haven't heard anything yet, but it's all starts with Eric. So I just kind of wait. He's got to be in the right mood. And I think we're probably being stuck at home in the pandemic. I mean, I would think he would be jamming and writing some stuff. So I think we'll probably at least have a couple new songs, because it makes sense if we write a couple new songs, maybe we can do a repackage of the record. We were talking about possibly writing a song called Titans of Creation, because there is no title track. So we're like, we can write a song called Titans of Creation and maybe, re-push it out there with the record again, and more of a marketing thing. But I think that's kind of what talk might happen.
With the Slayer out of the picture now, COVID, testing full the void. If there ever was another Big Four, if there was ever another Big Four.
Well, I mean, if Slayer didn't want to play with those other three bands, yeah, we'd step right into play, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's a no-brainer, man. Get to play a Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth. Yeah, I'd do that any day.
One more jam, man. Then we got to move on, buddy. One more.
I have no more, but
make it a good one. Come on, get a good one. Real good one, juicy.
I'm trying to. Well, so when you do your first tour again, will you be nervous by any chance when you're doing your first tour again? Will you be nervous?
I'm nervous before the first show of every tour, but just because you want to make sure your voice is strong and you're ready to go. So every tour I'm nervous before I start. But after the first 2-3 shows, then my voice is comfortable, then I'm not nervous anymore. So yeah, every tour is a nervous.
All right. Well, thank you for being having on your show again, Chris, and have a good day, Chuck.
Which one do you want? Big head, little head?
I guess big head, little head. I think I would do little head actually, because I like the background. It's kind of
okay. All right. How do you spell your name again?
J-A-M.
J-A-M.
M-A-N.
Jam Man.
There you go, Jam Man.
Thank you so much, dude. So have a great day, and you too, Chris.
Hey, keep up what you're doing, man. Keep it up. You're the next generation, the future for us. Keep it up. All right.
Devil horns. Peace.
All right.
That's fucking awesome. Thanks, Jam Man. All right, and thank you, Chuck, for doing that. I think we just have Jim left, if I'm not mistaken, right? Harry.
Yeah.
We lost Harry.
Go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
What's happening, Jim?
Not much. I'd like to echo everyone else and thank you very much for doing this. This is a dream come true, so greatly appreciate
Right on,
it.
brother.
So,
Where you from, Jim?
Minnesota, Wisconsin. And I grew up in Minnesota,
they're-
live in Wisconsin now. But I wanted to
So
say
you're
this,
probably seen us at the rave? Where do you catch us at?
First Avenue,
First Ave.
Roy Wilkins in St. Paul.
Right on.
We've actually spoken before, but when that happened, you were actually asking me questions.
Really? Where were we at?
It was, I think you were with Jose. You were guest hosting Into the Trivia Pit.
Oh, that was probably just one of those ones I just stopped by, I think. Yeah, I remember last time I was in there.
Yeah, it was about a year and a half ago.
Town. Right on.
Yeah, I screwed it up and had a shitty connection, and then I got a little nervous and didn't hear it too well, so I kind of bombed, but I answered all your questions, and what was really cool is that you said to Jose that you had a feeling that I would be back in some form or another. And I did, and I am. I started Into the Trivia Pit fan club called the Pit Crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great talking to you on that, and I don't know, just followed you since Low. When I first got into metal, Low was the first album that came out from you guys, and been a fan of that ever since.
Well, that was definitely the turning point for the band, because that was our last record for Atlantic Records. Our deal was up. We had no record label after that record, and we were a little angry, I think, on getting out of that. We wanted to write something, because the Ritual, I know the Atlantic really kind of pushed us to have like some more commercially sounding songs. So when we wrote Low, we're like, all right, this is going to be heavier, tune it down, a little dirtier, and I did Dog Face Gods on that song. It was the first time I kind of let it loose, death metal for a whole track. And yeah, so that was definitely a crossroad for the band, trying new things vocally for me, singing a song all the way through that way. So that was a good turning point for the musically, but for the business wise, man, the grunge stuff just shut down the metal world. It kind of right at that point, we were kind of we were being played on the radio to just, being off radio, and bands almost like, getting dropped from their labels and shit,
Yeah, and I've always enjoyed the music, but I mean, it's your voice that really brought me to Testament. I mean, like others have said, you are easily one of the best vocalists in metal history. I mean, just.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
And formation of, or the hell is I thinking of, the Formation of Damnation. And Dark Roots of the Earth. I mean, two of my favorites easily. Just, I don't know if it's just as you, like you said, you came back from all sorts of stuff, and then hitting those albums, just, I don't know, you guys just keep getting better and better.
It was just different. I think it really reflects where we were at in our lives personally. I think, in our headspace, and it just shows. I mean, we weren't stressing out about shit. It was just kind of just, let's create some music and write some good songs. Don't know where we're going with it. And then that Formation record came out, just we're like, man, this is pretty good. And then how are we going to top that? And because we were wondering how we're going to top The Gathering at first. Like, that was a very strong record for us, and we put it off. It took 8 years before we wrote a record, 9 years before we wrote a record. So the Formation, it held up to our expectations that, we were kind of nervous that, it's not going to meet up to The Gathering, and it did. And then every record since has its own identity, and it's definitely has stepped up, I think,
You know, I think we're kind of now really, it's just about writing songs that we're happy with, feel good about, you know.
It's working. They're all great.
Right on, man. Right on.
And I did catch you with Ted before this, and when you were talking about your recovery or curing, I guess. And one thing that really stuck out to me, because I've been kind of thinking about who I am or whatnot, and you said that you don't consider yourself religious but spiritual.
Well, I was like, my mother's religious and took us to church every Sunday, and we were raised by the Bible and stories of the Bible and stuff. So that's what we were raised. But as I grew up and had my own thoughts and things, and I could respect any religion and not just, you know, Catholic religion, where once I experienced that whole native part of me, I realized I was more of a spiritual person, which that way it opened me up to all forms of religion, and, you know, just doing the right thing, doing to others you want done to you, just kind of just be a good person, I guess, in general. You know, I don't need all the other stuff and then go into the buildings and pray and all that, you know. I just kind of found my own spirit, I guess, you know.
Yeah, so you basically put my thoughts into words, so I thought that was really cool to hear. So thanks for that.
Right on, right on. So which one do you want, the big head or little head?
I like the little head because I can see your whole mic stand. I love it when you're running around on stage playing like an air guitar, and just it's just fun
Right
to watch.
on. But it's Joe, right?
Jim, Jim.
Oh, Jim. Sorry about that. I got you on my iPhone, so I can't even see the letters.
If you wouldn't mind doing a hashtag pit crew or something, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
Is there any chance we could get you to give us a native blood stream?
What?
Like native blood.
Native blood.
Nice. Thank you so much, Chuck.
Right on, man. Hey, right on, Jim. Hey, we'll see you out there when you know we get playing again, 2022. But you know, if not sooner. But hey, I appreciate all the support over the years, man.
You bet. Thank you for all the musics.
Kick ass.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. Chuck, if you don't mind, Harry's too shy to ask for one for himself, but could you sign one to Harry for all the hard work he's doing?
I appreciate it.
Is Harry a big head, little head?
I like the little head. I like that. I like the background too. I like that one. Thanks, Chris.
And I just want to thank all you guys again while Chuck's doing that. And, you know, I guess you can go get that coffee on the Testament website if you want it. I know I'm going to go get some. I know John's going to go get some. And then Chuck, you have your own website, right? With your own merchants?
Yes, chuckbilly.com. I was the guy, the rat packer, like from day one on touring. I'd always grab the posters from the dressing rooms and grab them and take them home. So I ended up having like all the old school posters from the beginning. So on my site, I got years of posters. I got some microphones from certain tours that I've toured on. All kinds of stuff, stage clothing, just cool, all kinds of cool shit. I even got some Thrash of the Titans shirts left, a few left. So want to get some of those, grab those. Those are going to go quick, I'm sure.
Hell yeah, I'll be getting an old poster myself, man. I'm going right on there.
Right on.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chuck. And we'll hope to have you on again soon. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Right on.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Take care.